author of An Unexpected Obsession, published in the March 2020 issue of Triangle Writers magazine. In this story, a young woman named Marissa comes across the scene of a hit-and-run bicycle accident. The sight of the dead body unnerves her, but her boyfriend Kyle is unsympathetic to how it has affected her. I'm going to read a short excerpt. The next morning, she approached the intersection with apprehension after emerging from the subway. She searched for clues that something awful had happened less than 24 hours earlier, but no evidence remained. No blood on the street, no bits of broken glass or metal. In a way, she felt grateful for that. Yet it also seemed the incident had been erased as if it had never happened, which bothered her. But on the way home after work, she noticed bouquets of flowers had been placed on and around the light standard at the corner. She also saw, affixed to the pole, a piece of paper with the image of a young woman's face. Marissa approached the note. In loving memory of Beth Myers, it read, above a smiling woman with shoulder-length, curly black hair. You were a shining star in our lives, and we will always miss you. Your wife, Anne, and friends Amber, Felicia, David, Cody, Terry, Marquand, and Liz. The side of the paper fluttered in the breeze. Marissa ran her hand over the photo as if trying to still the wind's agitation. Again that night, she had difficulty falling asleep. She looked over at the red numbers on the alarm clock, mocking her insomnia. Beside her, Kyle lightly snored. The moon cast a faint light into the room. A shape began to materialize by the door. Marissa could discern Beth's face in the shadows. This time she did not reach for the table lamp. She just watched as Beth stared back. Unlike the photo, no smile illuminated this face, but instead Beth displayed a forlorn expression. After a bit, the figure faded into the shadows and vanished. The next day, Marissa bought a bouquet as she left work. At the intersection, she placed her bouquet beside the others. A woman approached her. "Did you know Beth?" the woman asked. Marissa shook her head. "No, but, well, I arrived shortly after the accident happened, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about her." "I'm Anne," the woman said. "Then you're her wife?" Anne nodded. Marissa reddened as she introduced herself, feeling foolish for intruding in a stranger's life. Anne must have sensed Marissa's awkwardness as she smoothed over the moment by saying, "I'm very touched that you went to the trouble to bring flowers for someone you didn't know. I can tell what happened deeply touched you." "I can't imagine what you must be going through. How long had you been together?" 5 years, married for the past 2. She was an amazing woman. Anne wiped away a tear and looked down at the ground. Marissa wanted to reach out to comfort her, but instead said, "I pass by here every day on my way to and from work. Have they found the driver who hit her?" "No, not yet." "It's so terrible that someone could do that. I hope they get the bastard." "Thank you for bringing the flowers. I know Beth's spirit really appreciates it." Over dinner, Marissa told Kyle that she had met Beth's spouse while bringing flowers to the accident site. Kyle looked annoyed. "What were you doing getting flowers for someone you didn't know?" Well, it just bothered me, the whole thing." "Yeah, but still, she was a complete stranger." "But she was someone who was loved, who had a life, and it was snatched away." "And?" He picked up the salt shaker. "I already salted the vegetables, and you haven't even tasted them yet." He ignored her. "Next thing, I suppose you'll be going to the memorial service." "So what if I do? Is that going to kill you?" Kyle just shook his head. "Flowers." Thank you for listening.